Tom, Elizabeth, Kunal, good to see y'all this morning. How y'all doing?
Doing well,
Doing
man. Thank
good.
you.
I'm loving the background. I'm guessing y'all are in London today, so that's
Yeah,
really
we're
We
cool.
are. This is a real background.
So there is a ton of excitement coming up with this show. I'm really excited for everybody to get to see it. I've already seen the entire season, so we know how it ends, but that'll be our secret, between the three of us. But what was it about this series that got y'all most excited? I'm gonna start with you, Elizabeth.
Oh, I mean, so much. I got to read the first two scripts as I was auditioning. So, I mean, that was just such a joy to get that because often you don't. You just get sides and you've no idea what's going on. And then the fact that it was Apple TV Plus was just massive. And then Chris Long, who was the director, along with Stefan Schwartz, but Chris Long did The Americans, and I mean, you're a massive fan of The Americans. I loved it too, and Rob Williams, who show ran it, was just, I'm such a huge fan of his work as well. So it was, yeah, the people involved and then getting the scripts. And then I love the character. Tara's somebody I haven't really played anyone like her before. And so that felt like it would be a really great challenge.
How about for you, Kunal? Because this is something a little bit different, which was really cool to see you in.
Oh, thank you, man. That's nice to say of you to say. It was yes. I think that it was similar to what Elizabeth said. The team was great on the show. I've been a big fan of Chris Long for a long time. That coupled with getting to work with Apple TV Plus on very good scripts in a genre that obviously I'm not known for. British accent, beard, different very different character. It was a real personal challenge of mine to see if this is something that I could pull off or do. And so it was a combination of factors. And I feel very lucky to have done it because above all, I got to spend time with these wonderful people, and we really, really got along like a house on fire.
So, Tom, I gotta ask you, if you ended up in this kind of situation, what would you do? Because I would hire the best lawyer I could find first off, because you can't run because they're gonna know you're guilty if you try to run, right?
Yeah, I suppose so. It's not a question I actually, maybe surprisingly, asked myself, particularly whilst we were shooting, because we were just focused on getting the show done as the characters. But I'm not sure. There's no anonymity there, is there? And I think, like, thematically, the show talks a lot about social media and the reach of that, and the trial by social media. So effectively, you're guilty until proven innocent.
You can't even go we talked about this yesterday. You can't go under your bed and hide for a week.
Yeah, there is no,
because there's no. It just
Carry
stays.
on,
It
yeah.
lives on forever.
Yeah, totally. Well, that's what you were saying about the internet.
Yeah.
There's a you leave footprints and not in the snow, just footprints in the state.
I mean,
Sorry,
but you nailed it right there, because one of the things about this show that I'm gonna admit kind of freaked me out was like the level of surveillance that there actually is. I'm not ruining anything, but you're sitting on the bus or you're walking through the market or something like that. Does that freak y'all out a little bit? I mean, do we need that in I guess maybe we need it in society, but I guess we have to find a balance, right? Or
But do we have a say in it? As citizens, it kind of just happens, doesn't it? Well, sorry, yeah.
No, I mean it's a really good point. I mean, do we have a say in it? The lines are blurred. Look, I'll say I don't think any of us can fall black and white on this, because in one way it's nice to have someone watching your back in case harm is coming your way, and in one way, what's the line? Where do you draw the line between becoming too intrusive on someone's privacy? It's like, yeah, I want to be protected, yet I don't want to share anything about my life, and I think that's a line that's very blurry.
Yeah.
And that's the question that the show poses.
Yeah, totally. And how you act differently when you're being watched. When I notice there's a camera on the tube or something, I kind of stop picking my nose and sit up a bit straiter, and like
Every time there's a camera near
close
you,
that
you just do
website.
this.
Yeah, I pout, I get my lip liner on.
Kunal, I gotta give you props on something. I was actually we all have tough days, but your Buddhism Jeans Instagram account, dude, that is so cool. How did that come together? And like where did you find the enlightenment, prior even to the pandemic, to put you on that journey, man?
I mean, I think again, it's I talk about it now a lot more than I have previously, but I just wanted to create a platform where we just normalize the conversation about our mental health, our spiritual health, a place where we can be ourselves and not live someone else's version of our life. And that really was the catalyst. Is that I say this often, that if you have a toothache, you go to the dentist. But if you're feeling anxious, you can't talk about it. You can't tell anyone about it because you think you're crazy or that you're weak or that you're vulnerable and all these things that you're not supposed to be. So that was really the journey, is to, hopefully if I share my journey, then people will say, oh, stars, they're just like us. Yeah, no, you know what I mean? I really wanted to start or begin a conversation that would normalize this thing that we all experience a lot, actually.
And it's really who you are. You know, watching that, it feels like that could be a conversation that we've all had at some point.
Yeah.
And you really lead with that in everything you do. And I think that was a massive reason why we got on so well as a cast. And it was, and hopefully that comes across on screen, that this show was made with so much love and so much gratitude, with just that we were able to do it, and that, you know, the people in it really good. Like it was true ensemble feeling when we were in those scenes, and Butter and Jeans, that's like, you really brought that, and you know.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I wish there were outtakes from Suspicion, because we would be like,
sure there must be.
Tell the truth, cut. And then we just sit there like this, like laughing. We laughed a lot during the show. We had to.
Yeah.
We had to.
Kunal just giving us Rumi quotes.
So,
I'll definitely tell Apple that they need to put some of those out on social.
I would gladly spend an evening with Kunal just reading some, you know, Buddhist teachings in front of a fire.
We have.
Yeah, but all we do is end up drinking tequila and then talking about it.
There's a bit of a clash.
Yeah.
The intoxicants.
Thank you all so much. I'm excited for the entire world to see Suspicion. It's coming out this Friday on Apple TV Plus, and I wish y'all the best. First 2 episodes coming out this Friday. So
thank you.
Thanks, man. Thanks for your time.